Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So guys, I'm not editing these videos, nothing, I'm sorry. I'm just posting this stuff out there. Don't have the time. I do a lot of other stuff in the meantime. So today's a super moon. I want to do it outside this video, while I'm walking. I do nature walks in the morning, and I try to just keep my equilibrium good, just keep everything in motion. It's good to be moving in the morning as a better form of meditation. I find that better than stillness. Some people will say the opposite, that they say stillness is better. I think if you want to be contemplative, you do that in the nighttime. But if you want to really get yourself ready for a day and be in shark mode where you just go, 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 the best thing is to think about your daily prerogative and your objectives in the morning. But let's get to the video now. So we have a blue moon today, guys, super moon in Aquarius. It's August 19th, 2024. That's huge. Reason being, 19 is start and finish. So that is great. It means that it's a renewal of energy. And the one energy brings forth the new beginnings, brings forth a great solar energy that can help you gravitate your goals towards you in a much faster pace than usual. This super moon, that's a blue moon, this specific one isn't going to come back for another 12 years. So be on the lookout for that and understand that you can make a lot of wishes with this moon, but you have to be willing to write out or literally sacrifice. These occultists, these Illuminati members, these skull and bones people, all these people, whether you believe this stuff or not, it's true. It's pretty obvious, it's out there now. They're doing things like sacrificing on moons like this, why they're making so much money and why they're able to steal and pretty much manipulate you and the masses so easily. And myself too, they're manipulating all of us. So the reason they're able to do this is because they use these type of moons to supercharge themselves. They have the right gems. They've been fast in the last 3 days. They have a bunch of cattle that they're going to sacrifice. Maybe they even have human babies they're going to sacrifice. It all depends, right? So with these moons, you can do something very similar, obviously just not being evil, not being a psychopath. You can do it by saying on your, maybe a list during the full moon, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice alcohol in my daily consumption of fast food in order to hit a certain financial goal by this said time parameter. If you're willing to put forth that sort of effort in, you're going to find that your life gets a whole lot easier just simply because you're doing all the right steps to then manifest the goals that you want. When it comes to an Aquarius full moon in general, a super moon like this, you're going to find that if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to be in a contemplative state tonight, that you'll get a lot of free downloads from this simulation that we're in. You're going to get a lot of free downloads from the universe that'll give you the right ideas, that'll actually put you on the right path. And it's a moon of really clearing past karmic cycles. So if you have things that are really just on your chest, even if you can't admit it, when people go to church and they have their repentance and they talk to the preacher, blah, 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 you can do the same sort of thing with this moon by, if it's in your scope, meaning you can see it, you can actually speak to the full moon and release your karmic bondage. So that's what one of the main things about this moon that I find very spectacular, especially with it falling on a one day, is that it gives you the opportunity to have a new beginning. So if there's a sin on your mind that you just really can't let off your chest to anybody, but you're so ashamed or it's so horrendous, whatever it may be, you can at least say it to the moon itself and then achieve universal forgiveness from it. This is the stuff that these occult people are doing. They're using satanic rituals to do it, and then they're saying it's karmic retribution and they got forgiveness from the universe and all this other stuff, and they're clearing their karmic bondage. Once you understand how this stuff works, you can use it for pretty much good or evil, and sort of manipulate things for a certain amount of time. Of course, morality and karma will always win in the end, but there's ways in which you can manipulate karma for a certain degree of time. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just giving you guys the straight facts. So for the second half of the video, I just want to go over what each life path should be sort of doing for this full moon. I'd say life path ones, in your situation, you guys have a very, very strong moon this time just because it is on a one day. So you're definitely able to, I would say, write out what you're willing to sacrifice and then reach a certain prerogative. And I would make sure it's in line with my life path if I'm a life path one, and make sure it's in line with being number one in a certain niche market. No matter how old you are, whether it be a sport, whether it be at your job, or best salesperson, figure out what it is that you need to be number one in, and then just put what you're willing to sacrifice on a piece of paper, and then read that out to the full moon once it's in your scope. For life path twos, you guys are always so connected with the moon. We already know that. 2s and 11s are very connected with the moon because it's literally their guardian, it's the governor for them. So you guys have a very good relation with the full moon. What I'd say is you guys should be more so asking for, not really asking for forgiveness, but just trying to clear all of your karmic bondage. Anything that you think you've done wrong in the last, even I'd say 12 years, I'd say try to just get that cleared today or tonight, and try to do your best to just repent and then clear any karmic bondage you may have. Every life path can do it, but for 2s, you guys are very emotional. 11s, you guys are extremely emotional. So make sure that your emotions, your energy and motion is clear after today. And once you do that, especially going into the 20th, you guys will be very, very supercharged. Life path 3s, you guys are the childs. You guys are the playful ones. You guys are great when it comes to sort of being naive or sort of innocent in life, which is very good. You guys very rarely accrue bad karma just because of Jupiter, for one. And also just because you guys have almost like a childlike mind that's pretty pure and pretty blissful. So that's very impressive. And people always really respond well to that. 3s, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it be something in the commerce industry, whether it be entertainment, whether it be creative arts, just put what you want to do, just like with the 1s, and then sort of try to clear your karmic bondage as well. But put what you're willing to sacrifice for it. With 3s, a lot of times you guys indulge in things that are not very disciplinarian. I mean, you guys indulge in things that are not in line with your purpose. See what those indulgences are and try to disconnect from them after this moon. For life path 4 and life path 22, this is more of a moon, I'd say, just to reflect. It's more so about reflecting what exactly it is that you've done in the past 12 years. What have you built? What are you working towards? I mean, I wouldn't really say ask this moon for anything, but use this moon to help yourself contemplate, then formulate new plans. You guys already have a lot of ability to create wealth and ability to manifest off your own hard work. Law of action dictates for you guys. So I wouldn't really ask this moon for much. I'd more so use it as a contemplation tool or as a mirror just to reflect on things. For life path 5, you guys are great. You guys are obviously very voracious. You guys are very valiant when it comes to just being the sort of risk takers across the numerological space. For you guys, Mercury and the moon always get along quite well. Mercury's your governor if you're a 5 and you don't know that. What I would say is you need to watch the way you've been speaking to people. That's one of the main things. Watch how you speak to people. Watch how your inner mind, your inner dialect speaks with yourself. Reflect on that. And also cut out your addictions. Any addiction, whether it be drinking, smoking, overindulgence in sex, any of these things, try to cut it out completely after this moon and write out what you need to cut out. Don't write what exactly your goal or imperative is, but write out what you need to cut out. And once you do that, you're going to find that you have a better karmic cycle in the next 12 years, just by using this full moon as the catapult to get there. Life path 6 and 33, you guys value family, union, and you guys obviously need to have influence and creativity as well, or at least have the ability to heal other people. Even the creative 6s are usually just using their music or their writing or what have you to actually heal other people. People will say that their creative expression is very healing and very attractive, right? So for 6s, what I'd say is for you guys this year, 2024 is a very advantageous year for you guys. Life path 8s and 6s should actually be doing the best this year. Having said that, if you're a life path 6, what I'd say is you need to forgive the people around you. What it's about is actually you guys have a bit of self-righteousness, just like 9s, which I'll get to, but you guys have to learn to forgive family and friends. Use this moon to let go of past karmic cycles of being mad at people or holding resentment. Let go of that, and then you'll actually have more ascension throughout life. Life path 7, you guys are very connected with the moon as well, South Node of the moon, Kietu. Use this moon as a contemplative machine. This moon will actually help you with a lot of downloads from the simulation. If you can meditate under the full moon, be near water during the full moon, you can use this time to contemplate, and you'll definitely manifest a lot just through the plans that you're going to receive from the rays of the moon. Life path 8, you already know how we do, guys. We're finance guys. We're all about the status. We're all about getting things done. It's our year 2024. If you're a life path 8 going into this full moon, my main recommendation would be to write out what your financial prerogative is for the year, how far you've come, reflect on that honestly, and then look at what mistakes you've made, meaning where's the loopholes in your personality? Why have you not attracted everything that you've wanted? Because you're not the person that actually can achieve it yet. So you need to become that person. What I'd do if I was a life path 8 as I am, is I would write exactly who I need to become and then become that person to then attract the lifestyle, the prerogative, the goal, the imperative, the purpose that I want. And then pretty much have that self-dialect where you're able to be honest with yourself. But use this moon as almost being a self-criticizer. Be your own Simon Cowell in that way. Tell yourself exactly what you've done wrong so that you can actually make the improvements and improvise. Finally, we have LifePath 9. Like I was saying earlier with the 6 summary, you guys are pretty self-righteous. So what you want to do is make sure you're not being too overly indulged with yourself and saying I'm the best, everybody else is doing me bad and snaking me in. But you might be right, and they are. But you need to use this moon, again, just like with the 6, as a forgiveness mechanism and reflect on where you've gone wrong and why you've attracted certain circumstances into your life. 9's your year, you guys' year is coming next year. You guys are going to be extremely strong next year. I was saying to 9's I've done readings for in the last couple of days. Next year, you guys can start new things and actually make money and start new businesses and have new relationships, and they'll work for you. Everybody else is screwed. So you guys have a lot of good luck coming. Use that Martian energy to your advantage. Find your passion, find your ideology. If I was you guys on this moon, you guys in the moon are actually enemies. 9's, I usually recommend not to do too much on moons. Mine is fast for the full day and just use it as sort of a ritualistic sort of day. But for you guys to ask the moon for things, no other numerologist is going to say this to you. It brings you bad luck. Please don't do it if you're a LifePath 9. All right, so that does finalize my video, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section for me. Like I said, I'm not editing, so sorry about this. It's just cut and dry. But let me know what you guys think. Peace.